You might know the saga already, but now, because of Alanah Pearce's what seems to be boundless well of incompetence, has put her own words in her mouth again. But before we play, watch, and listen, because there is video and audio this time, let's do a quick recap. Throughout the years, Alanah has seemingly hinted at writing the God of War Ragnarök game. Through tweets and other means, people have been trying to put the pieces together, but we never really had concrete evidence, because she would also default to saying that she is a writer for Santa Monica Studios and not for God of War Ragnarök. That she did accessibility on the game, which deservedly she won an award for, but never wrote directly on it, she would always say, on God of War Ragnarök. Now enter Smash JT, whose video got removed after posting it, calling her a pathological liar who at the time provided many instances of these breadcrumbs of her writing God of War Ragnarök. Then months later, Alanah Pearce releases a video to combat the haters and chuds to say this.
Did you think that I would lie about writing on something while I still worked there? Why would I never claimed anywhere to be a writer on God of War Ragnarök? I claimed to be a writer at Santa Monica Studio, but they're accusing me of specifically lying about being a writer on God of War Ragnarök. Again, a thing I never said. Now, the reason that people buy into this lie so eagerly, despite the fact that I've never claimed to be a writer on God of War Ragnarök, again, this is the internet. If I had ever said that, there would be receipts. There are none. Nobody has found one because none of them exist.
Fast forward to a YouTube channel that goes by the name Harmful Opinions, who was able to get his hands on the original transcript from her podcast called Play, Watch, Listen. Using tech wizardly powers, the transcript implies that she wrote on the game before she edited that portion out using the YouTube editor. Now, this is when I enter the fray, thinking there has to be audio out there somewhere. So I did a little digging myself and found the missing audio, because even though she deleted the footage from the YouTube video, she didn't do her due diligence and delete it from all major audio podcast platforms. Which, because of me, we got to hear these little magic words.
So I always feel like I have to give the context. I didn't work on this game a ton. I
was just about to say, but then I stopped myself. I was going to ask, but yeah,
sorry,
I never really remember what's the
So I have
limits.
worked on it. I am allowed to say that I worked on the accessibility stuff, which I did. I pitched and helped iterate some literal features of the game, some gameplay mechanics. For writing, I think I'm allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say what. I can say. I wrote some supportive content.
After all this, she scrambles, updates the pinned comment on her latest video, denying the recent findings, which she updated 4 times thanks to Harmful Opinions refreshing the page, but in the end, it was all still nonsensical.
Because she edited it again while I was recording this. Here's the new story. But luckily, I just refreshed the page and she's edited it again. I won't read the whole thing, just the change. Good thing I pressed F5 again and she's removed that part. Now it's just a generic statement of concern about the NDA. But hold up a sec, I pressed F5 and it's been updated again. So let's make sure we're reading off the latest patch.
During this time, she's fighting the people in her own comment section, making even less sense. Then we come to now. Undeniable proof that she wrote on God of War Ragnarök. But remember, you are somebody, I am nobody. Like and subscribe. Now let's get to the juicy stuff. Recently, Alanah Pearce decided to do an interview that was released on May 28th, 2025 on a show called Culture Canvas on the YouTube channel Arc8Net, with a humble 86 subscribers at the time of this recording. Full disclosure, there was background music that I removed, so we can hear exactly, clear as day, with video, and no one interrupting. Because for some reason, she said this.
But yeah, that's pretty much my whole career up until right now.
Santa Monica, what was the best part of your job? What did you enjoy the most?
It's getting to work at a place like Sony Santa Monica Studio. I always felt like, even up until the day that I told them I was leaving, that I should be paying them rather than them paying me, because I was always learning so much. So while I love the writers that I work with in the writers' rooms is really fun, and getting to work with characters that I knew from when I was a kid, like getting to
Build pieces of Kratos' lore is incredibly cool. Build pieces of Kratos' lore is incredibly cool. Build pieces of Kratos' lore is incredibly cool. Build pieces of Kratos' lore is incredibly cool.
Girl, what does one say after that? Oh, I know.
Sure as
Game,
fuck sounds like she wrote for God of War Ragnarök.
game, set, and match. This is why Mr. Nobody, alongside Discuss Thing, are reality based.
Alanah, dear, I don't even know if you truly give a damn about your NDA at this point. This is completely baffling. After all the denying, the podcast editing, and all the fighting with the chuds on X and in your own comment section, you willingly said this in an interview. Willingly. Hopefully, this is the final video I ever make in regards to you and your dumbassery, Alanah. Because usually I try to dissect, I try to dig in a little further. But I think we'll leave it here. But what do I know? I'm just nobody.